I'm off of the lock. It's so non-stop. Yeah, J. Cole, tell him how it is. Legend. Woo! Yo, he killed this. Like, dude, the production. As he said at the end of this, sometimes you gotta just let them know how you fucking feeling, so you know how you have it. Oh! What a legend, bro. Shout out to J. Cole.
I'm done.
Yeah. My way, I'ma do it my way.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to the 5th ever episode of Simply J-Halliday. For those of you that do not know me, my name is J-Halliday. For those of you that do know me, what is up, my beautiful people? Glad to be back once again, and we're back in as weekly. Shout out to Real Production Studios. That's REEL Production Studios. As you know, Pistol Pete is at the helm, running it again, and we are back. This is going to be a lighter episode. We got a guest to announce next week that I'm going to be coming at you in the next couple weeks, so we'll announce who that is next week. And yeah, man, I released a single on Saturday. So the last week that you guys saw the episode, that was the Simply Music, and we put the single out. So it's Wednesday. It's currently 7:30 on the dot on Wednesday, and we put that out on Saturday, which was the 15th. So this is the 5th day that it's been out. And it is already my most streamed song on Spotify and my most downloaded song on Apple Music already in 5 days. So I'm super excited. It's done 8,000 streams on Spotify, and I'm up to 5,000 monthly listeners now. So I'm super excited for where this is going, the direction we're headed. And I'm, again, just super happy that I get a chance to do this every week and touch base with you guys, let you know what I'm up to. So yeah, let's get right into it with this week's Simply News. So we had the UFC 262 card on Saturday. So the same time that I put out the single, we had Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira squaring off for the lightweight strap. So I'm going to take you through the card. There's some highlights from the card. So the very first fight on the early prelims actually was one of the bonuses of the night given out. Guy Christos Gagos, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. He was losing to Sean Soriano, who trains with Michael Chandler. Actually, was losing and caught him. It says Bravo choke, but it was pretty much a Darce choke from what I could tell, and came back and won. So he got one of the bonuses for performance of the night, which is pretty cool because that was on the very first. And then obviously the other bonus that was given out was on the very end of the card in the main event, which I'll get to in a second. So some of the other highlights in it, Jacare Souza in the very, very last card fight of the prelim, so like the featured prelim. Jacare Souza, for those of you who don't know in MMA, is like unbelievable, multiple champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He got submitted. He got his arm broken, actually. It was like weird. It wasn't really like necessarily a straight arm bar. It was like almost like he got caught in like as he was transitioning, trying to move his position, got his arm stuck. And literally they turned the sound off and so you could just hear it. And you literally heard the break, like loud as ever. It was crazy. He just stopped. Like he had no emotion, just literally directly at the. I was like, what? So yeah, Legend got his arm broken, and then Shane Burgos and Edson Barbosa had a crazy fight. Shane Burgos got hit and like literally fell down like 5 seconds after he got hit. Like he got hit in the temple and was like fighting, and then just like fell back. It was like really weird, and then like got finished. It's almost like he just lost his equilibrium. So yeah, and then Jordan Wright absolutely destroyed Jamie Pickett. That was a crazy fight. And then Tony Ferguson got absolutely demolished by Dariush. And Caitlin Chikagian won by unanimous decision. And then in the main event, Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler fought. This was a crazy fight. So Michael Chandler, we had a segment talking about Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor a couple episodes back. And basically what we were talking is Dustin and Conor were angling for a third fight. Well, they're now fighting July 10th. And meanwhile, their division's champion was the championship fight went down over the past weekend. Michael Chandler's had one fight in the UFC. Well, before this fight this weekend, had one fight in the UFC, knocked out Dan Hooker, and got the title shot. Dustin Poirier is fighting Conor McGregor. So in July. So this was the matchup to make if you don't include Justin Gaethje. So they're fighting, and Charles Oliveira essentially gets rocked like by Michael Chandler right in the first round. Michael Chandler is like beating him up. Like I thought he could have been finished. There was one point like Edson Barboza was on the ground, and he was like kind of like in a when the yoga they call the downward dog position. He was kind of like downward dog, and he was like kind of like Chandler was raining down on punches like this from the top, and he was like dipping like this. But like he was in a bad spot and eventually just pulled guard. For those of you that know jiu-jitsu, pulled guard because Oliveira's unbelievable jiu-jitsu. He leads the UFC in all submissions. So he pulled guard, which is a smart move. Chandler wasn't able to get the finish. It was a crazy turn. Oliveira ended up getting Chandler's back, but then Chandler slammed him and then was able to turn. And it was a crazy first round. But you would have said Chandler won the round. And then second round went, and we were literally talking. We were like, oh, like he needs to recover here. Goes out, boom, starches Chandler. Like Oliveira just completely knocks out Chandler. We were all just like, what? Like, boom, knocked out. Second round, 19 seconds into the second round. So he's now the new lightweight champion. So we'll see what happens with Conor and Dustin. If that fight becomes like the number one contender fight, I see as Dustin Poirier wins. Obviously, I consider him number one contender anyways. So he would definitely fight for the belt. If Conor wins, with the namesake that he has and the pull he has, I consider him vaulting up there and making a claim. So yeah, that was the UFC 262 card. Love the UFC, so I'm always going to be talking about stuff that's going on, and we'll see what happens in that 155 division. So and then next we're gonna go through the NBA playoffs. So we have this weird thing going on with the play-in tournaments. Actually, games are going on right now as we speak. The Memphis Grizzlies are playing the San Antonio Spurs, but I'm going to take you guys through like what I think is essentially going to be the outcome of this whole play-in tournament, and essentially break down how I think the brackets are going to end up for the championship. So as of now, Charlotte lost last night, so Indiana's already through into the next round of the play-in, and they're playing against the Wizards, who lost their game. So the Wizards are playing. The Celtics are through. The Celtics are already the 7th seed. Celtics are playing against the Nets in the next round. The Wizards now have a chance to win and get in as the 8th seed, but they would have to beat the Pacers, who just beat the Hornets last night. So the Pacers are going to play the Wizards. I actually picked the Wizards to beat the Celtics, but after seeing them the other night, I think the Pacers look really good. I would probably take the Pacers in that game. So I see the Pacers being the 8th seed, and that would be who the Sixers would play inevitably. So that's how I see the East one lining out. And then for this one tonight, I would go with Popovich with the Spurs tonight to beat a young Memphis team that will go in and play as the winner in the 9-10 game. And then I gotta say the Lakers surely would win against Golden State. So I would say the Lakers are going to get through as a 7th seed, and then you got Golden State against San Antonio. I would say Golden State because Steph Curry is just lights out. So then you got Golden State, Utah, Clippers, Dallas, Nuggets, Portland, Suns, and Lakers. And then in the East, you would have Sixers, Pacers, Knicks, Hawks, Bucks, Heat, and then Brooklyn and Celtics is already a lock. So to advance, I would say Sixers, Knicks, and then Bucks and Nets. And then I'd say the Nets beat the Bucks. I hope we would beat the Knicks. Jesus Christ, if we lost to the Knicks. So then you got the Bucks and the Sixers in the Eastern Conference Final. And then in the West, I would say Utah, Clippers, and then I would say Denver and the Lakers, and then I would say the Lakers win. I would say Clippers win. So I would say LA Western Conference Championship. So then that's a given at that point that you'd probably have a Laker team in the final, and hopefully Sixers. It's tough. I don't know. I don't want to really. I can't pick against my team. I got to go Sixers, Lakers, or Sixers, Lakers, or Sixers, Clippers. So that's this week's Simply News. That is my championship bracket, and hopefully the Sixers can get the job done. Okay, so we're gonna move into a Simply Freestyle. So J. Cole dropped an album on Friday. Unbelievable project. It's called The Off Season. It's already breaking all these records. So I thought it's the best thing to do would be ode to J. Cole and do a Simply Freestyle. Pick one of my favorite beats off the album and run that and just run with some ideas. So this is like pretty much just straight freestyle, as real as it gets. But yeah, J. Cole is like super inspirational guy. I related to a lot of the stuff he was saying on the album about what it's like to be just a genuine, rapper who's just trying to make it and like actually broke and trying to do your thing and not really giving a fuck what anyone thinks. I just thought it was super cool. So yeah, this is Applying Pressure. We're gonna run this as this week's Simply Freestyle. Yeah. Yeah, yes. You would think I ain't living in frowns. I could always stop in the booth for a few and lay a body down. But when my girl around, it's not a sound. Cause every time I'm with her, feel I can always go another round. I rear-ended, no pun intended, no counterfeit. I'm a pro and you the opposite, kind like a negative. My flow is one big mix-up, got it popping like an alchemist. X marks the spot, will give me the green and I'm Malcolm X. Yeah. And that's word to my MO. I'm the new shit, I guess you didn't get the memo. You people copy me like I'm the one running the demo. I'm making bread, so now you all wanna be friends though. It doesn't matter with my words, I keep it slow, steady flow. So I get them thinking this is how it goes. Then I speed it back up and you think I'm absurd. Spreading my wings and I'm fly as a bird. Can't keep up with my words, it's a steady mix of nouns and verbs. If the shoe don't fit, go grab another one. Music is my main bitch, no time for another one. I stay on track just like a bullet in a gun. So y'all take it to the streets and spread the word that I am number one. When all is said and done, more is always said than done. Sorry to take your line, Drake, that's just one of my favorite ones. I'm on a mission with this shit and I'll show everyone. J-Halliday means business, man, I'm coming, son. Yeah, coming, son. Yeah. I'm on a mission with this shit and I'll show everyone. J-Halliday means business, yeah. Yeah, applying pressure, I leave you dying on a stretcher. I leave you on the top like the top of 9 dresser. Yes sir, I'm blessed like my name is Holloway. Drive you like a Callaway, Undertaker like Callaway. Shake, my name is Holiday, perfect game like Holiday. Drive the like a Holloway, drive the lane like Holiday. Yeah, yeah, you just catching feelings. Yo bitch is raising hell, yeah I'm raising fucking ceilings. Yeah, I'm calling plays like I'm Popovich. Might just step out and take a shot like Stojakovic. Yeah. If she breaking hearts, I might just pop a bitch. Yeah, psych, nah, really number one like Djokovic. Yeah, but really is seen, I'm really as mean. There really ain't no freshest as me. I'm making the scene. Yeah, young boy on the scene. I'm lean, I'm fighting. Yeah, I feel that shit in my spleen. Yeah, igniting, going up to the top. I'm off of the top. The bitch is always so non-stop. I'm off of the spot. This shit is off of the top. I'm off of the lock. It's so non-stop. Yeah, J. Cole, tell him how it is. Legend. Woo! Yo, he killed this. Like, dude, the production. As he said at the end of this, sometimes you gotta just let them know how you fucking feeling, so you know how you have it. Oh! What a legend, bro. Shout out to J. Cole. Applying Pressure. Go check that out. Absolute fire. And 100% on his way to being one of the GOATs. 100% GOATs, meaning greatest of all time, for sure, exclamation point. And that was this week's Simply Freestyle. So yeah, fun episode for you guys. I'm gonna leave you off with a little banger. I think it's gonna be one of the summer bangers. It came out a couple weeks ago. And yeah, this is two artists that are I mean, they're very popular. They're very misinterpreted, in my opinion, sometimes. They're two guys that honestly just like to have fun and make music. So it's just Trippie Redd and Playboi Carti. Miss the Rage. This has been one of my favorite songs over the last week or so, and it's just energy, man. It's just energy. These guys just bring it. So yeah, shout out to Pistol Pete. Shout out to Real Production Studios. This is a fun episode. Shout out J. Cole. And let's go Sixers. And let's get this championship. Hopefully, let's get these rings. And this is Miss the Rage, Trippie Redd, Playboi Carti.
I love Trippie Redd.
see a damn thing, bang guap. You can't see a damn thing, bang guap. Yeah. They like Stevie, they can't see me.